am going to go ahead and start this video off with just how my night went. It was great. Went over to somebody who can only be best described as my brother. It's one of my best friends. We had a bonfire. It was me, him, and his dad, and four of our really close friends, actually. And, or five, sorry. And St. Louis weather, bonfire equals the best time you can have. Because it's, fall, and it's the fire with the crisp leaves, and it's just perfect night. And then went to Denny's afterwards, just got back. It's about 5:30. My husband's off in about half an hour. So, decided to make this video. But the main point of this video is I decided, since my last post, actually everything else I have on my page is just me singing. And, well, that's not really what I'm actually on here for. I will probably continue to do some of those just because it's a hobby, and this is a hobby, so why not combine the two? But I am planning on maybe some tutorials, hair and makeup kind of stuff. Now, if you see any of these in the future, I'm not professional at all. I've never even been to cosmetology school, not in a single class. Everything is self-taught, really, or, picked up a few tricks here and there, watching other people and stuff. So, I will still probably try to do that and give a sense of my own style, because cosmetology school is great, and anything you can learn from them is awesome. I actually would like to do that someday in the future, but at the same time, just picking up some other self-taught habits is helpful too, because if you ever want to do it professionally, especially, you kind of need to know how people think. So I will do that in the future. That's not something I'm doing tonight. That's going to be when I'm able to get an actual webcam instead of just my Android phone to look at and talk to, because I don't even have a front face camera on this. I'm looking at the back of my phone. Can't even tell where my face is on this picture. But I think this video is just going to be a little bit of a get to know me kind of thing. Feel free to ask questions and where you can comment under this video, or if you are interested and you're not already on my Facebook, because I'm sure this is mostly just going to be something friends see. But if you're not, and you don't know me, and there's any questions you have, feel free to get a hold of me on Facebook. Becca Young Phillips, Bekah, and Young Phillips, 2 words, no hyphen, nothing like that. And I would be glad to answer any questions. But I'm going to cover the basics. I am 23. I am married for almost 3 years now. November 28th will be 3 years. We have 2 children. Our oldest is Xander. He's about 2.5 right now. Genius child. I love him so much. Genius / smartass. It's fantastic. And a 2-month-old daughter named Scarlett, who's just absolutely beautiful. And we currently share a home with my parents, and I do want to state the difference of living with my parents and sharing a home. I pay the deposit on the house and pay the rent. They cover the bills and a lot of the other expenses for the family. So I just want to make that clear. I'm not some deadbeat that is mooching off of mom and dad. But hobby-wise, I obviously do karaoke. I don't really, I'm not vain about it. I don't really think I'm that good. I mean, it could be worse. Could be a lot better, though. But it's fun. It's great therapy. I recommend it for anybody who isn't too shy to just stand up and sing in front of people. It really kind of opens you up. And just it lets go of a lot of emotion. So if you got any built up emotion, I really recommend doing karaoke. It's a lot more fun than some people think it is. On occasion, I'll write. I've decided recently, because of writer's block, to maybe start doing fan fiction. I haven't really started that yet. If I ever do, I will definitely let you know here and maybe post some links or something if anybody's interested in reading. I'm not the best writer. Again, kind of like my singing. Could be worse, could be a lot better. I, as stated already, love doing hair and makeup. I love it. I do a lot of my friends' hair and makeup too. You know, not like, I'm not going to sit there and do your makeup for your wedding necessarily, because you probably want someone better to do your hair for that. Makeup I would, but not your hair. Because I am more of a cut and color kind of girl than a style. Me and hot don't get along, therefore curling irons and flat irons, not a fan. Don't use them on myself very often, so I really don't want to use them on somebody else, because I know how often I burn myself and I can feel when it's starting to get hot. So, but those are really my main things. You know, I just kind of sit at home with my family and veg out. We watch, you know, with all the kids in the house, watch cartoons, and we'll do a lot of Netflix. And I also am a self-admitted dork. I will sit around playing Magic the Gathering for hours on end. I recently got into it, though. It's not like a lot of people. I didn't really get to play it much when I was younger. I just really learned a few months ago, I guess, now. And my husband plays all the time, and, you know, some people that live with us, you know, in the house play, and we have friends come over and play, and just kind of make nights out of it. And if given the chance, I will definitely sit there at least one night out of the week and play a game of Dungeons and Dragons, or some of the, you know, White Wolf. I think that's right, White Wolf. Either way, vampire. I'm more of a fan of The Masquerade. I don't like some of the newer one. Werewolf and stuff like that. Any of that kind of stuff I'll do. I'm kind of interested in, my husband and his friends are doing a Resident Evil tabletop, and I'm really excited about that, because I don't do video games. I made it through Kingdom Hearts 2, but that's about it. As a kid, I played Ocarina of Time, Zelda, and so other than that, I don't really think I've ever beat a video game. I'll play a little bit here and there. I just don't do very good with sticks. So it's got to be in my head enough. I have to have more choices. So that's my thing about that. But yeah, I'm a pretty big dork. I will sit around watching Star Trek, Star Wars, any of it, not prejudiced against either. And, you know, just, you know, Doctor Who, Warehouse 13, just all that stuff. I'll sit around watching all that. My favorite was always Buffy, though. Big, huge Buffy fan right here. Anything Joss Whedon, really, though. Firefly was definitely a close second, honestly. And kind of go along with the dorky side of me. Favorite superhero, I would have to say Captain America. Not a fan of the Boy Scouts in real life, but I had to say, favorite superhero is definitely a big Boy Scout, but that's okay. I've always been more of a Marvel girl than anything else. But that's kind of the basic gist of me. Some of my quirks. Obsession. Purple. Anything purple. I love it. Love it, love it. Most of my tattoos, purple. I have, I believe, 9 tattoos. And I think only 2 of them don't have purple. And the rest of them are mostly purple. My hair, purple. Well, it's got some purple. It's all my favorite. Even right now. See that? Purple shirt. That's what I do. It's hot roll. But as you can tell, it's hard for me to come up with things about me because I am pretty dull. Obviously, I'm sitting here talking to my phone. I'm pretty dull. But right now, I'm just looking forward to the end of the month. It's October. Halloween's coming up real quick. Got all our costumes set up. I am doing a girly type Freddy Krueger. I just got the sweater. And I'm not going to do the glove because, well, it's hard to have a cigarette in one hand and a drink in the other. So I'm not going to spend the money on a glove. I'm just going to paint my hand. And I'm doing it with like a just black skirt. And going to do my makeup up. I will try to maybe do that as my first tutorial, is my Freddy Krueger makeup. I'm just going to have to figure out how to use the scar wax because I've never used scar wax before. And it's a cheap bit of scar wax that came in a kit I got at Walmart. So we'll see how that works for me. Sorry, like I said, this is my phone. Text messages. But I'm really excited. My son got his costume. He was on for about 2 weeks that he wants to be a Power Ranger. So we figured that's really what he wants because, you know, he's 2.5. So we had to make sure that's really what he wanted. He's going to be the Gold Ranger this year. And he looks so cute in it. So cute. We're not doing a costume for our daughter because, well, she's only going to be, 2.5 months old. So it's, it'd be cute, but money's tight. So we just kind of had to. We have a Halloween theme outfit for her, so that's all we really need. So we're going to do that, and me and my husband are going to a party, and we're super excited about it because the theme, it's not just any costume, it's superhero, supervillain, or deity. So, a bunch of gods and goddesses, and superheroes, and super badasses. So, I'm excited, super excited. Ha ha ha. And I think that's about what I got for you this time. This one wasn't really planned, so I'm sorry for the rambling. There was a lot of thinking, trying to figure out what to say. But I hope you watch, and if you have any friends that kind of are into this kind of stuff, vlogs and stuff, send them my link. I'm not shy. I don't really care who watches this. I don't care if nobody watches this. I'm not looking to get popular. I don't think I have anything special to share. But it might get interesting. It might not. We'll see. And I hope that it does. And I hope that people enjoy it. And because some of the other stuff I'm going to get into, it might get kind of serious sometimes. And sometimes it'll just be random. And I'll be silly. And you might get lucky and I don't get drunk very often, but you might get 1 or 2. Becca had 1 too many drinks in her and just hit her a little harder than she thought it would. And I get silly. I'm not a mean drunk. I'm pretty silly and happy. So, it could get interesting. So if you're interested, keep watching. I don't know how often I'm going to post. I'm going to try to keep up on it. I'm going to try to get a webcam for my computer so I can do some more interesting stuff. And I just hope you enjoy it, and I hope maybe you can find somebody else who can enjoy it with you. And I think that's going to be the end of this one. I will see you guys next time.